From Consumers Energy, Vice President of Gas Engineering and Supply, Greg Salisbury. Hey, Greg.
Hey, Bart. Good to be here.
Yeah, welcome back. Nice to see you. I think the last time I talked to you, we were staging trucks at Parnell to go south for a hurricane, repair, right?
Yeah, we were headed down there on mutual assistance. It's been a while since we had a big movement like that, but we're always ready.
Well, we are glad to see that Consumers is leading the nation in a number of things, and I guess it's hometown pride that Consumers is showing leadership in clean energy, electric vehicles, and commitments to a clean future. And recently, you made even I think you doubled down on the speed at which you want to have zero carbon emissions.
We've invited customers into the game. So earlier this year, we made a commitment to net zero carbon from the use of our gas by 2050. And to start that process, we're offering customers a chance to participate through our My Clean Air program.
And this is, it reminds me of a few years ago, if people wanted to purchase green energy, you were able to offer them a special rate and provide, I guess, knowledge to the customer that you were using green resources to generate that electricity.
It is similar. That was on the electric side. That was our voluntary green program for electricity. Mm-hmm. Now we're adding a gas program where, starting at $6 for 30%, we will secure forestry acreage in the UP that offsets the carbon that's emitted from your home. And for up to $20 a month, you can cover 100% of those emissions.
So it sounds like we're adopting a portion of a forest.
It is. We've actually secured options on 3,700 acres of forestry, so just a little bit smaller than Michigan State University's campus. And we'll begin offering that to customers, both residential, commercial, and industrial, so that they can begin to feel great about participating in this net zero journey to have a better climate in Michigan.
Well, that's pretty cool. So basically, you're paying to ensure that forests aren't going to get clear cut.
That's right. They won't get clear cut. They'll have the most advanced forestry management techniques so that the trees are healthy and draw the maximum amount of carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere.
I think that's a big problem. I think particularly like South America, where landowners they can't turn down the deal. Someone wants to buy the trees, and do they sit there and not collect any money, or do they cash in? I think that's what's happening down there.
Yeah, I think it is, and we're looking to make sure that doesn't happen here. The resources we have in forestry are great carbon sinks, and we want to be a part of keeping them healthy and in pursuit of a net zero energy for Michigan.
We know that the company on the electric side wants to eliminate coal as a source of creating electricity, but natural gas, how clean energy is natural gas when you compare it to coal? It is a carbon fuel, isn't it?
Natural gas is a carbon-based fuel, but it's about half cleaner than coal. So it's a great step. And when you add it up with the addition of solar and wind on the electric side, we're on a path to a big improvement in decarbonizing both the electric and the gas business.
Do you think we'll ever get to the point where we're not using natural gas?
Natural gas plays such an important role in our climate because it's just too cold to go all electric. We know that an all electric supply for a home in Michigan will be 5 to 6 times more expensive than an electric gas combination home for heating water and heating space. So we believe this net zero program is really important because to stay affordable and to give everybody access to clean energy, natural gas has got to be part of the equation for a long time.
And there's certain things that you just can't use without natural gas. The gas stove.
That's right. Gas stove, gas water heater, gas fireplaces, gas furnaces for sure.
Yeah, we have a gas stove, and I cannot imagine going back to an electric stove.
No, I'm the same. We're also introducing renewable natural gas, which is gas made from capturing methane from dairy farms and then refining it and turning it into fuel. And that's not only net zero, that's net negative because we don't need to bring gas in from out of state. We produce it from dairy farms right here in Michigan, and we'll begin to add that into the mix as well.
And there's enough methane produced on a dairy farm that can actually contribute to the grid?
There is. We think that in the Michigan area, we could get up to 15 or 20% of our gas needs in the future with capturing that methane, turning it into natural gas, eliminating the odor. Everybody wins.
Are the forests of Michigan, are they threatened? Are there companies that are hoping to harvest trees? Are you protecting from a real threat right now?
There is an amount of logging that goes on in Michigan. I think a lot of it is very sustainable with replacement trees. We're securing mature tree forests that are the maximum effectiveness for absorbing carbon dioxide. So that's the role that we seek to play through this program.
And so I think everyone's asking, what can I do to contribute to slowing this global warming? This is real life that you.
This is a real step, and it starts at $6 for 30%, $10 for 50%, and that's equivalent. That 50% is equivalent to driving 7,000 less miles in a typical internal combustion car. So you're making a real difference. For $20, it's 100% carbon neutrality for heating your home, your water, and cooking. And really, that's what the price of a large mocha latte from your favorite premium coffee shop once a week. We think it's a great deal and a great way for customers who want to participate to start participating.
So that's for a residential customer.
Yep.
Do you have incentives and similar programs for just regular business? Or?
We do, yep. For commercial and industrial businesses, it's more of a build your own program. So they can tell us how much they'd like to offset, and then we'll build a program based on that kind of a pricing model for whatever their needs are, whatever their goals are.
With reducing emissions from your natural gas system, is it just by using methane? Is it the methane portion of gas where you're able to make that reduction?
So the offsets is for the carbon dioxide that's produced from burning the methane. We're also working on another commitment we've made and announced last year to be net zero methane emissions by 2030. And that's an important step as well, because methane is about 25 times more potent as a greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. So we're going to take care of the methane, and through our My Clean Air program, customers can begin to help take care of the carbon dioxide. And together, we begin that journey to net zero by 2050.
So a methane, like a farm, let's say a dairy farm that produces the methane, you're capturing that?
So in a renewable natural gas project at a dairy farm, we capture that, put it in an anaerobic digester. It becomes naturally occurring methane. We refine it and put it on the pipeline.
Wow. I saw in some of the notes from the company last week that there aren't any other utility companies that have made this kind of a commitment or this fast of a timeline to net zero carbon emissions. Is that right? You're leading the country?
We are in the lead pack, and as far as states where there's not a law requiring it, we're definitely in the front. There's states on the coast where there's laws and utilities are complying, but for Michigan, we don't want to wait till somebody passes a law. We really want to get ahead of this, get customers involved now. Customers are telling us they want to be involved, and through this product, we're giving them a chance to be up front.
Does that help with economic development, Greg? Do companies say, this is a state and a utility that is, putting their money where their mouth is when it comes to the environment and want to locate here?
That's what we hear. We hear about talent, culture, workforce, and clean energy. And so we want to be part of enabling those big economic development projects.
Obviously, there's some big manufacturers that are big gas users. So is it possible that there will be more forests that you'll be able to save?
Well, we sure hope so. And we think that some of the big industrial companies are going to be the leaders because they're under a lot of pressure from their shareholders and their customers to get to a net zero footprint. And so we're offering this to enable them. Their clean energy journey starts with us.
This is probably something a utility in a state like Michigan can do, where a utility in, say, Kansas or Iowa, where there's not the big forests, they can't do that.
Yeah, there's a little bit of shortage of trees out there. We're really happy to be in a place where we can secure that forestry asset and continue to keep Michigan beautiful and bring cleaner air.
Think of all the side benefits for tourism, just all the different things that preserving forests do for our community, in addition to being an environmental plus.
Yeah, absolutely.
If someone wants to, if a customer, either a residential or commercial customer, wants to, I guess, declare an option to support this, is it a choice that comes in their bill or what?
Yep, there'll be bill inserts. They can also go to our website and go to consumersenergy/mycleanair.com and sign up that way, or they could even call our call center, and we have representatives who are trained and ready to sign them up.
I think a lot of people, they get digital bill,
Yep.
and it's auto pay, so they never even look or think about it.
Yeah.
So someone has to make an active.
Yeah, those people will have to make that active choice to step into the opportunity, and we'll make it easy from there.
Awesome. Well, it's exciting to hear about. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me, Bart.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Vice President of Gas Engineering and Supply, Greg Salisbury from Consumers Energy. We've got lots more in today's show. We're going to celebrate the airport and Aviation Day. It's a new event, and we've got some folks, including Juan Zapata from the airport, joining us coming up next.